What's going on, guys? My name is Aaron, and today I'm going over my top 3 baits for the month of July. Now, July is actually a sneaky good month when it comes to bass fishing, and there are 2 main reasons for that. The first reason is with less oxygen in the water, big bass push up dirt shallow, making them easy targets. The second reason is with the hot weather, most of our lakes are getting less fishing pressure than spawn and post spawn. Now, the 3 baits we're going to talk about today can be fished from a boat or the bank. We're going to cover a topwater, a mid-column bait, and a bottom bait. Let's get it. The first bait I always have tied on in the month of July is a hollow body frog. These frogs are extremely versatile and can be fished over vegetation or in open water. There are 2 main frogs that I like. When fishing lakes with little to no scum, I like a Spro popping frog in black. Popping frogs are excellent for fishing over submerged vegetation or skipping under overhanging trees. If you're fishing a grass lake that gets choked out in summer or it has a lot of scum on it, that's when you're going to want to fish a standard hollow body frog with a big profile. I like a live target 65T frog. When it comes to color, I like anything with a bright belly, but usually stick to the red emerald color. If you're fishing big lakes with lots of vegetation or lily pads, try to find the mats or the areas where you hear the bluegills popping, and that's typically where the bass are going to be as well. One secret tip I will give you is that you need your frog to make an indent on the mat, especially if it's a thick grass mat. If the mat is too thick and your frog is too light, the fish might not even notice that it's there. In this scenario, try adding some BBs to your frog. This is going to make the frog heavier and easier to locate for the fish, as well as giving it a unique sound that no one else on your lake is using. The next bait we're going to cover is probably my favorite summer lure of all time, and that is a Texas rig Senko. Like I said at the start of the video, big bass tend to go very shallow in the summer months. Sometimes they're even in less than a foot of water. The Senko is one of the best and easiest ways to target those fish. I love fishing the Senko on shallow wood in the backs of creeks and coves. The water tends to stay pretty clear in the summer due to the lack of rain, so green pumpkin with black flake is my go-to color. Now, this may be considered cheating because this is a top 3 baits video and not a top 4 baits video, but if I can't find fish shallow with the Senko, I'm going to use a 1/8 ounce bullet weight, which allows me to fish the Senko anywhere from 5 to 15 feet deep. Last but not least is the Dropshot. While you will catch fish shallow in the summer, there are going to be days where you cannot buy a bite shallow. On these days, you're going to have to search out deep, and the Dropshot excels in this scenario. When fishing deep, I'm looking for bass on drop-offs that are located on main lake or secondary points. The best structure that I found are grass edges or rock piles right near the drop-offs. Typically, the Dropshot's going to catch smaller fish, but what it's best used for is a search tool to find schools of bass. Once you've located the schools, you can use different baits such as a 10-inch worm or a jig to find the bigger bass in that school. For the Dropshot, I like a 6-inch robo worm in Aaron's Magic color, a 1/0 cover shot hook, and a 1/8 or a 3/16 tungsten weight. In my opinion, bass fishing in July is extremely underrated. The big fish pull up shallow and can be easily targeted with a hollow body frog or a Senko. If you can't find them up shallow, target those deep points holding grass or rock with a Dropshot. I'll link a couple videos down below with my Senko and Dropshot setups if you want more information. With that being said, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It really does help the algorithm. Tell me down below, what is your favorite lure to use in July? Thank you all for watching, and I cannot wait to see you guys on the next one.